What's going on, guys? It's Awesome with Gone in 60. Welcome back to the channel. Today is an awesome day out here in Utah. It is finally spring, it's warmer. But today I really don't have a motivational or kind of like an uplifting, positive topic I want to talk about. And no, this isn't clickbait, but the paint on my Ford Mustang honestly is kind of trashed and I'm heartbroken about it. So, you know, some of it's my fault, some of it's not my fault. And so honestly, guys, I'm just looking for like comments or support out there from you guys in the community to just maybe put my mind at ease. You know, maybe some of you are in the same boat that I am, but my car I've only had for like a month and I just don't love the condition it's in. So we're gonna talk about it and we're just gonna jump right into it, guys. All right, so honestly, this isn't a video I didn't plan on making and really didn't wanna make. And I'm just gonna run through kind of the sequence of events for you guys and kind of give you an idea of what it is that I'm talking about in regards to the paint situation on my car. So, you know, I bought my car in Iowa and immediately when I bought it, I knew there was some scratches in it. And honestly, some of them were kind of deep and I was okay with that. I knew a paint correction could fix it. And honestly, the dealership was very kind enough to pay for my paint correction out here in Utah, which honestly, I do not fault them in the slightest. They did right by me. They're honest, they're amazing. You know, I got the car home and after washing it, I noticed there was a dent in the roof and it was just from someone kind of putting their arm up on it and washing it. The dealership paid for that too, but I'll throw a picture up on the screen and it's not, when you have a brand new car that you spent over 40 grand on, it's really not an ideal situation where you have somebody taking a hammer to the top of the car to try and get a dent out. And the guy who did the dent repair honestly did a great job. The dent's gone, but one of the things that he did is he got the heat gun a little too close to the clear coat and you can tell where it kind of maybe boiled up the clear coat a little bit. So, you know, I debated when I was fixing the dent because honestly, guys, when you have issues with paint, there's stuff you can do to make it better, but unless you completely repaint a car, it just doesn't fix it. And so that was kind of issue number one where I was like, well, do I have the dent replaced? Now, does it look better without the dent? Yes, it does. But I thought the paint correction would maybe help clear up that clear coat because I did notice it kind of bubble a little bit. And what they did is they had like this, it was almost like a glue that they put on there so where they could kind of pull the dent out. And he kind of heated it up to, you know, pull it off of there. And he got it too close to the clear coat. And I thought the paint correction would have fixed that, but I have no idea, you know, how deep it is. I've tried to get like good footage of that just so you guys can kind of see it, but it just didn't really work out for me. So that's issue number one. The dealership paid for all those things, so I can't complain there. But, you know, to have my car in the condition that it is, I just am not happy with it. Now, the second thing, I drove this car home from Iowa and I did this before with my Challenger, but I did it over Christmas break and there wasn't many semis on the road. I-80 is packed with semis and I would go slow and try and keep like, you know, my distance between me and the semi and another semi I'd pull out in front of me. And guys, I'm literally not exaggerating. We passed 400 semis and there's sand on the road. There's rocks on the road. You know, I about wrecked the car and doing it over again, heck, I would have just taken painter's tape and painted up all over the car. I would have gotten like maybe a cheap paint protection film just to put on there. But there's probably at least 10 to 12 rock chips all over my car. Some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger. Once again, it's kind of hard to see in the light. And so that's on me. That's not on anybody but myself. I could have had the car shipped out here, but it was getting way too expensive and it would take way too long and I just didn't want to go through doing that. And so I chose to drive it and honestly it was a great experience with my friend doing it, but I now have a car that I've owned for a month and I hate the condition that it's in. And guys, I realize these cars can't stay perfect for forever, but it's really heartbreaking. You pay all this money for one of these cars and you have these issues. You know, another issue, and this isn't anybody's fault but mine, is I bought a black car. First black car I've ever owned. I know they're hard to keep clean, but man, you cannot breathe on this car without scratching this car. Like, you know, I do a 2-bucket wash method, I do foam rinse, I do soap, I do an air dryer, and I don't know. So anyways, I had my car paint corrected, and part of that process is I was gonna have them touch up the rock chips. I got Dr. Color Chip, they matched the color to my car. I was gonna have them touch it up, and I pointed out to them 3 times where my rock chips were, on my wheel well, on my roof, and they did a lazy job of touching up the rock chips on my car, and I should have just done it myself. They charged me like 150 bucks to do it. I should have just done it myself, and it would have looked way better. And so now I have to order another paint kit for that to try and touch up some of the spots. But now where the car's been ceramic coated, I don't even know like if it'll even work that great. And so, you know, and you know, those guys gave me a good price. However, like the paint protection film on the front, there are like multiple bubbles on it, and some of it might be due to rock chips. Some of it, I just think there's stuff on there. You know, they were buffing a car when I was in there, and so all of the dust kind of kicked up and it gets under the film. And so, you know, part of that too that frustrates me is I created a video for their detailing shop for them to be able to promote on social media, and they have yet to even post it, and I doubt that they will. Like, I posted on my own social and tried tagging them, and I tried doing right by them, and just people don't do the right thing. So does the car look better after getting paint corrected? Absolutely. It looks a lot better. A lot of the scratches were out. There's still some stuff on the roof that I just don't think they did a very good job on, frankly. And, you know, I don't know. It frustrates me that places just don't do right by people. They just kind of lazily do stuff. And my car looks a lot better, yes. Some of this stuff isn't my fault. Some of it is my fault, 100%. But, guys, I like taking care of my cars very well, and I realize that we can't keep these cars new for forever. It's paint, it's outside, it's exposed to the elements. But what I'm looking from you guys is, have you guys come across any scenarios like this? Have you owned your car for a little bit and immediately just been heartbroken about it? How do you get over it? Because for me, like, I love my car, and I am nervous to wash my car because every time that I do, I notice something else that's jacked up about it. I notice other things that are about it, and I love detailing cars, and I'm not going to keep dragging out this video, but guys, I don't have a resolution. I've done everything I can. I've put paint protection film on. I should have done some preventative measures, but I guess what I'm just looking from you guys is just, you know, that community, right? Just kind of that feel to let me know if you guys come across this on your cars, and how did you get past it? How did you get over it? I'm not trying to cry. I'm not trying to be complaining or be a baby here, because at the end of the day, I have a very nice sports car that, you know, I'm very fortunate and blessed to own and afford. And I realize there are bigger problems in the world today than the trash paint on my Mustang. But however, as a car enthusiast and someone who likes to take really good care of their cars, I'm kind of heartbroken about it. So anyways, guys, leave a comment below. Thank you guys for all your support on the channel, and we'll catch you on the next video.